What's going right with college football right now?
I think there's a lot of things going right with college football nowadays. I think the story is always the players. And if you get an opportunity to meet the players, so if you get an opportunity to meet Zach Charbonnet, that's what's right about college football.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Great.
If you get a chance to meet Bryce Young or Will Anderson or whoever those guys are, when you hear their stories and listen to what they've overcome and what they've done to get to where they are, that's what it's all about. I've always believed the main thing is the main thing, and that is the student athlete. And if we keep the main thing, then we're going to be okay. But we think the world is kind of falling down around us. But if you look at every part of history of college football, the other things have always gone on.
Sure.
There was the SMU scandal in the 70s, and the transfer portal started a long, long time ago. It seems like it's at the forefront now. And I told the story when we were at Fox, is that Fielding Hurry Up Yost in 1896 played a game at West Virginia against Lafayette. He stayed and then played for Lafayette and beat Penn and then transferred back to West Virginia. He went on to be one of the all-time greatest college football coaches and one of the all-time greatest ADs that actually started the NCAA. But they had transfer portal issues in 1896. So what's going on now? Is it something that has to be cleaned up? Yeah, we understand. But if we keep talking and focusing on the student athletes, then that's the thing that always impresses me, because there's some impressive young men in this game.
You and I have talked before, and you brought this term up, and I've stolen it in many conversations with people around the sport since. As you said, listen, two things. One, our sport's never been better, and two, these are champagne problems.
Oh, yeah.
When you're dealing with excess, when you're dealing with the players are too popular, how do they not monetize their name, image, and life? Those are good problems rather than your sport is dying.
Yeah.
And our sport certainly right now is as good as it has ever been, period.
Coaching-wise, I think every week everybody can coach. And I don't know if it's the advent of the internet, people's more access to film, but there are great coaches at the high school level. There are great coaches at the junior college level. There are great coaches at Division III, Division II, Division I, the NFL. It is amazing to watch how many good coaches there are out there and how many people are learning from other people. So I think schematically, everybody has gotten better as a football team. And I think now you add to it is that how well these kids are getting coached at the high school level. So their transition to college is, wow, these guys can make that jump, because they're doing some things at the high school level now. You're just like, wow, I didn't know you could do that. And hey, let me study their film. Like that's a pretty good scheme. And what are those guys doing? So I think because of the coaching has gotten so much better, I think the players have gotten that much better. And that's what, when we talk about there are issues, I'll give you a new one, we talk about here all the time. There's no crying on the yacht. Like, we're on a yacht. Like, we could be a lot worse.
There's no crying
on a yacht. We practice every single day right there, and that is the Mattel Children's Hospital.
Yep.
And whenever we have a player talk about, things aren't going good, or, just take a peek across. You want to talk about realistic and what we're talking about and what we get to experience on a daily basis and what some families are going through right now in terms of what's going on from a life experience. That's where you can figure out. That's why I say this sport's never been in a better place.